What's up, guys? Welcome to your 68th Android tutorial for the new Boston. Again with me, Travis, and we're still working with the surface view. We might for a few more tutorials here, but let's just quickly talk about what we're doing here, what this surface view is all about. Because again, the view takes up too much processing. We don't want that. Basically, what we're doing is we're grabbing the surface from a view, and instead of doing that loop from when we worked with the extending the view, and we just invalidated it, so it'd go through again and again and it'd be invalid every time, we're going to set up our own thread that's going to handle the animation and you know, that good stuff. So that's why we implemented the runnable, because again, when we implement runnable, that's saying this is kind of like a thread. And whatever a thread's going to do, it's within this runnable method, or within this run method. So let's get this set up here. First thing we want to do is change our constructor. You can delete the comment or not, that's up to you. But we need to pass into the super the context. I'll get rid of that error that we're getting there. Again, or whatever you guys typed here, that's what you're going to pass in. Just deleting some of those things. I just wanted to test how long this would take to explain. So there we go. We set that up. Now what we want to do is we want to kind of we want to create a holder, because we have the surface of a view, and basically what a surface holder is it helps us manage that surface, because it's like a crazy young stallion that's just bucking around, and the surface holder is like, whoa, settle down there, young stallion. And it also gives us some helpful methods. Mainly that's the reason. So let's set this holder up, and we want this holder to be accessible to our whole class. So we're going to say surface holder, so that's the type, and we're going to call this something like our holder. And there we go. Now we just have to import surface holder class and define it within our constructor. Our holder is going to be equal to get get holder, I'm sorry. There we go, we set up our holder already. Pretty simple. Now basically, like I said, we're using this thread to animate our canvas. So what we're going to do within this, and basically what the holder does, is it can tell us if the surface is valid, because if it's not valid, we aren't going to be able to paint and create a canvas and paint to the canvas if the surface isn't available or isn't valid. So that's one thing that holder can do. Another thing the holder is going to do is allow us to lock the canvas so no other thread can draw on our canvas without our permission, or just some flukes. We're going to lock the canvas, draw to the canvas, and then unlock and display the canvas for the whole world to see. So that's what we're going to do within this thread. But before we do that, as you remember when we set up our other thread for our splash, we need to start a thread. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a thread within, you know, our my bring back surface class. We're going to call this our thread, because we need to set up a thread. We're just going to set this equal to null right at the beginning, and then within the constructor we're going to define it. So we're going to say our thread equals new thread, and we're going to pass in the context of this. So basically it's going to say, hey, we're creating a new thread, but use this run method. That's what this is referring to. And then all we have to do is just kind of start our thread now, because we've defined it. So we're going to say our thread and then dot start. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Again, it's kind of boring. We didn't go through anything. The next one is where we're going to define everything within our run method. But I just want to get this again set up and kind of explain stuff. I just wanted to kind of talk and not do a lot of coding, because it is pretty important to understand these concepts and what a holder is and a thread and all that good stuff, which we'll explain even more as we go on throughout the next couple of tutorials. So I'll catch you guys then. Have a good one. Peace.